Let's get some light on the subject. Very good. Okay, so 1 and 2 you guys remember from yesterday, super easy, right? Using slope in your y-intercept, correct? Okay, so here's the thing. Sometimes they're going to give you an equation that is already in slope-intercept, and they're going to tell you to write it in standard form. I'm not actually going to make you do that today, but I want you to understand what standard form is, okay? So over here, we're going to write standard form. I don't know why I'm using a pen. Oh, because Ruben borrowed my pencil, and now it's gone. Somebody come take my pencil? Somebody took my pencil. Okay. Standard form is written like this. AX plus BY equals C. So if you look at problems 3, 4, and 5, are they in standard form? Yeah, they are, right? So I would say, if, let's say I asked you a question on a test, write the following standard form equations in slope-intercept form. Could you do that? Yeah, right? You just put it into y equals mx plus b. But let's say it's the opposite. Let's say the equation is in slope-intercept form, and you want it in standard form. Let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to take the information for 1 and 2, and I'm going to write an equation. So if we wrote this into slope-intercept form, it would be y is equal to 1/2 x minus 3, right? I want to take this information and put it in this format. Okay? So if you notice, I have a fraction here, right? So I need to take this side here, and I need to multiply it by 2 to undo that fraction. But I am also going to multiply this side by 2. Okay? Because it's still that same balance that I want to keep. What I do on this side, I want to make sure that I do on this side. So when I do that, I need to distribute this stuff out. I'm using distributive property is what I'm doing. Okay? So I'm going to say on this side, 2 times y becomes what?
2y.
2y. Good. On this side, I'm going to multiply 2 times 1/2 x. So really what I'm doing is doing 2 over 1, right? These guys all become 1, which leaves me with just x. Because they cancel out. 1 over 1 is what? 1, or 1x. We'll add a little 1 there. But now I need to multiply 2 times a negative 3. What does that give me? Minus 6. So now I have a new equation of 2y equals 1x minus 6. And I'm close to this format, but what side should my 1x be on? The left side, right? So I still need to move it over. So that's when we look at our inverse operation. What is the inverse of 1x? Negative 1x. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 1x from both sides. Okay. Now, I'm going to end up with this equation. What am I writing first? If I want ax first, what do I write first? Negative x, right? I could put the 1, but I don't have to. He's shy. Let's let him hide. Is this a positive or negative 2y? So it's going to be plus 2y. And what does it equal? No, this 1x minus x becomes what? 0, right? 1 plus 1 or 1 minus 1 is 0, right? So that's been moved over. What am I left with? Is it now in standard form? ax plus by equals c. Okay. You're not going to have any problems like that, but I wanted you to have this written down. This would be a good thing to put in your notes to refer to later. It's just a new way, another way of looking at slope. It's standard form. It's what we go from to get into slope-intercept form. But when you take state testing, you may have the problem that's going to tell you, Here's an equation in slope-intercept form. Write the equation in standard form. Okay? Any questions about that? No? Perfect. Same as yesterday? Both sides? Any questions, or do I need to reteach this? Yes, sir. All of this right here is just a new piece of information that I'm giving you for you to store in your brains, because you may need it later. And I'm not going to teach it to you except for this little bit of information. Okay, you're not actually going to use standard form on today's assignment.